The mayor of Buffalo, New York, wants to curb hate speech on social media in the wake of the tragic shooting at a grocery store over the weekend that left 10 people dead and wounded 3 others.
Police say the attack in a predominantly black neighborhood was racially motivated and is being investigated as a federal hate crime. CBS News anchor Tony Dokoupil has more from Buffalo.
Thanks, Vlad. Tanya, one of the things that's been pointed out is that this particular grocery store was targeted because of the zip code it was in and the people who live in that zip code. And it's not a coincidence. It's a particular mission that this gunman was allegedly on. And for more on why this particular location might have been targeted and what it means for the community, I'm joined now by Pastor Newkirk. Pastor, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
What does this grocery store mean to the people in this area?
It's a supply line for our whole community. It's the largest African-American grocery store in this area. And when I say African-American, because mostly the African-American population is in this zip code. You know, we're right in this community. We're walking distance. We're bus route. You know, we're definitely, you know, right here where everything happens on Jefferson. It's historical Jefferson Avenue.
Yeah.
And it's a rich community.
Your sister worked in that store, was there when the shooter went in. Your niece as well.
Yes, both of them.
How are they doing?
Right now they're dealing with a lot. You know, they're traumatized because you know it wasn't even Friday. You know, when they spoke and seen actually the suspect come in and case the place out.
A day before, we had heard that he was on a reconnaissance mission, allegedly.
Yes, he was basically scoping out the place. He was pretending to be a beggar, asking for change, because so many times in this area, people do, you know, panhandle in the parking lot and they find their way in a grocery store. And her job, she was the only manager at the time on duty, and she basically politely told him to leave. So he verbally spoke to her, and she verbally looked at him and heard his voice. And the voice is still in her ear right now.
Every hour, it seems like new information comes out about the apparent motive here. It's been called pure evil. What do you make of the allegation that this gunman chose this location and this shop because he wanted to kill as many black people as possible?
It's a terrorist attack. It's clearly a demonstration. It shows that a person can put in his mind, you know, the evil and the sinisteristic way of taking out black people, you know, and described it into a video game mindset, you know, but a minute ago, he acted out. You know, he had every opportunity to turn back, stop, you know, days prior. But instead, it shows that the evil of the presidents that was inside of him, you know, it carried out a rage and an anger for black people.
Yeah. I've spoken to people in the neighborhood who have said they feel afraid in a new way now in public spaces because of what happened here. What do you say to the people who are feeling that way?
I mean, I can understand where they're coming from because he was a young man. You know, most times you find in white supremacy, they're older, more mature, you know, middle-aged American citizens. But here it is, a young man who has that ambition to destroy African-American people. He haven't even lived enough life to even get to know any African-American people or brothers or sisters or go to school or work with in his community. So it brings on a fear because the community don't know who else feels like that. They don't know how many other young people that are in our community or just in the region that feel that, you know, just because of a race, because of a color, that they should not be a citizen of the United States, should not be alive.
Yeah.
You know, so that's dramatizing right there.
When something like this happens, people are scared, people are hurt, people are also angry. Are you concerned that there could be an effort at some sort of retribution? A cycle of violence that begins with what this shooter did here and goes back to his community?
Well, as you know, I look at it when I was young in this same area, this same community. You know, years ago in the 70s, Joseph Christopher, which was announced as the 22 caliber killer, he had the whole city on panic. You know, I was in grammar school and I remember, you know, just being terrified because they had, you know, no idea who he was. He basically slipped through the cracks and crevices, and his goal was to take out African American people. Yeah. So that brings a memory again, all on the same community, all in the same city, you know. And again, he was brought, you know, he was caught and captured and went to jail. But the science of their mindset will put a fear in a law-abiding citizen. We are a program to not profile. African American people don't profile. So when we see different cultures, we see different nationalities, we just give them a greeting and, you know, allow them to enter into our community. You never find someone engaging with them and making them feel unhealthy, unwanted, or, you know, or unconnected with our community.
Yeah.
We have a rich community. We love each other. And even then, now that's been torn apart, so we need to rebuild from that.
Pastor Newkirk, do you think you'll ever be able to walk into that store and feel the same?
I don't want to feel the same. I would like to even see a new presentation of that store. You bring out something that's more wholesome and more, more glorifying than the horror that happened here. We have to glorify that grocery store in another way, showing unison, showing synergy, bringing oneness together. This should be not a tourist attraction of what happened on a terrorist attack, but just the fact that we can bind and we can get together and we can work as a community and outside the community to show that this should never happen again, and not on our watch.
What does this community need right now? What can people who are watching do to help?
Well, even now, with my sister and my niece and people that are family and people that are community, they need a respite. They need a respite. They need a way to, if they don't leave this community, but have something else to look forward to in this community. I've started a GoFundMe just for that, to bring more art, bring more entertainment, bring more mental health, bring more wellness, bring counselors in, bring anything that will give this city and this community a different outlook. Bring celebrities, bring musicians and artwork and poets, and someone that can express to the people how these people feel, because this community doesn't express themselves well. Yeah. I'm a spokesman for this community, and I stand up in this community, but it's more than just me. You need more people from outside who have been through this, who have experienced this, to come here, and to share with the people that we will get through this and we can make it through. We are a city of good neighbors. We are a city of loving, caring neighbors, and that's what need to be, focused on right now.
Yeah, the city of good neighbors.
City of good neighbors.
Pastor Newkirk, thank you very much.
Thank you.